Jason. How's it going? Are you busy tonight? Have you been avoiding me? Why haven't you responded to any of my messages? Are you going to ask me out to dinner or what? I am free tonight if you want to go out. You've already declined my invitation 50 times. Yes, I have been counting. I'm not going to give up until you say yes to me, so you might as well say yes to me tonight. Hi, Aaron. Like I have replied multiple times, I cannot take you out to dinner. I have politely declined the invitation to take you out on multiple occasions, and I want to reiterate my position. As an employee under your father's supervision, it is important for me to maintain professional boundaries and avoid any potential complications or misunderstandings. I hope you understand and respect my decision. Even if you continue to ask me out, I will decline each time. So please stop wasting both our times and stop messaging me. Excuse me, Jason. Who do you think you are declining my invitation? You should accept my invitation every time because you work for my father. You shouldn't be declining an invitation from the CEO's daughter, ever. This can affect your future at the company, you know. Hey, you're crossing the line here. Going out to dinner with you and my future here at the company has nothing to do with each other. Of course it does. Whatever I say, my dad will take my side. One bad word about you to my dad and you're fired. Anyway, we've already been on our first date. Why can't you just take me out on a second date? We went on a date? Let me clear that up again. But we have never been on a date. That day when we ran into each other at the coffee shop was not a date. You just made your way to where I was sitting and sat down without even asking. I can't emphasize enough that this situation doesn't qualify as a date in any way. Oh my gosh, how could you remember it like that? Why is your memory of our first date so tainted? I remember it like this. We coincidentally ran into each other at the coffee shop and we decided to sit together to have coffee together. It was so romantic. That is how I remember our first date. Are you out of your mind? That is just nonsense. Plus, I already had plans to meet with someone else at the coffee shop. And obviously it wasn't with you. I had to cancel my plan since you forcefully made your way to my table. Oh, aren't you the sweetest to have canceled your plan so that you could have coffee with me? You are just the sweetest. Oh my gosh, really? Why am I not getting through to you? Oh, Jason, I know how much you like and care about me. There's no use in denying it. Come on, just accept your feelings and let's go on a date together. I know you want to. Okay, all right. I'll confess. There you go. I knew you were ready to confess your feelings for me. So, where should we go to on our second date? I confess that I have a girlfriend. That is why I cannot take you out to dinner. What? You have a girlfriend? And you didn't care to tell me earlier? You've been lying to me this whole time? I'm sorry I am telling you this now, but I didn't lie about having a girlfriend. But the plans I had at the coffee shop was with my girlfriend. I canceled on her because I didn't want her to see me with you. It just would have gotten messy afterwards with misunderstandings. I messaged her that something had come up and we met in the evening. So yeah, I met up with my girlfriend after you left. What? Were you just playing with me? Just messing with my feelings? I was not messing with you or your feelings at all. So what? Who is she? Where did she graduate from? Huh? Did she go to an Ivy League like me? What's her name? Where did she grow up? Is her dad also a CEO of a multi-billion company? That would all be none of your business. I'm not going around sharing all her private details with you. Oh, I get it. She must have gone to some low-end college and her family must be poor. That's why you don't want to tell me anything about her. Why would you assume that she's poor and uneducated just because I don't want to answer? But anyway, you can think whatever you want. That is none of my concern. She must be using you. She comes from a poor family with no education. She must be after your money. You should just leave her and be with me. My girlfriend is nothing like that. You're just being fooled. How do you not see that? She must be really pretty or something that you can't see right through her evil plan. You should leave someone like her right away. I would be a far more suitable girlfriend for someone like you. I am the daughter of a CEO. Like I said, and will repeat over and over again, I am not dating you ever. And I couldn't even imagine being with someone who badmouths my girlfriend. What? How can you be so cruel and keep declining my offer like this? Any other guy would end things with their girlfriends to be with me in an instant. I would really like to stop our conversation here. I don't want to be in touch with anyone who talks badly about my girlfriend. Anyway, I have plans to meet with her now. What? How can you just leave? How can you even consider choosing her over me? Someone who is less privileged, poor, and uneducated. I just can't stand this. Hey, Jason! Why aren't you picking up your phone? You better call me back right now. I'm going to break you two up no matter what. Hey, Jason. Are you awake right now? Hi, Erin. Why are you messaging me so early in the morning? Can't this wait until at least the sun is up? No, this cannot wait. It's important. I wanted to share with you about our wedding plans. What? What wedding plans? You have really started to annoy me. Before I start sharing with you about my dream wedding, you better end things with your poor and uneducated girlfriend. If you end things with her today, I will give you $5 million. So, what do you think? Don't you want to be with me now? Anyone who would decline this offer would be crazy. So, what do you say, Jason? Me and $5 million? Or your poor girlfriend? Like I said, I can't accept your offer, nor do I want to. I am with someone. What? Are you being serious right now? Are you really declining $5 million? I'm not the one who's crazy, you are! Where are you even getting the $5 million? What? You want to know where I'm getting the money from? Of course, from my dad. Duh. Did you really need to ask me that? My dad has always said yes to my every request. He's never said nor declined any of my requests. Unlike someone. So he simply won't refuse me this time too. And I mean, $5 million is nothing to him. We're really rich, you know? And he's already transferred the $5 million into my account without asking me what I needed it for. Do you want to see my account balance? Hold on, let me take a screenshot and send it to you. No, I don't need to see your account. That would be unnecessary. All right, whatever suits you. Anyways, if you marry me, you'll have a direct connection to my father and his money and power. And you do know what would happen to you if you keep declining my offer, right? Are you threatening me right now? Oh, Jason, why would I do such a thing? I'm not threatening you. I just want to make sure you know what will happen if you keep saying no to me. By marrying me, you will have an easy path to the position of the next CEO role. You will no longer have to work hard to get promotions. By marrying me, it will effortlessly pave the way for you. How convenient, right? I've heard that the next CEO has already been decided. Oh yeah? Did you hear that now, right? Well, you don't have to worry about that now because whatever I say goes with my dad. Like I said, he has never said no to me before. My dad will probably want my partner to take over his company in the future and keep the company within the family. One request from me and you can become the CEO of the company. I don't think you understand. Your dad doesn't have the power to make any changes on his own. There are stakeholders and the board of executives who all have a say in who becomes the next CEO. Your dad may give in to your every request at home, but it sure doesn't work like that in the business world. Do you know how much trust he will lose from all the executives if he even brings you up? Well, then it would ultimately rest upon your shoulders to work towards reestablishing and nurturing that trust once you assume the role of CEO. You can make it your responsibility to mend any previous bumps that may have occurred. Only through your commitment can the path towards regaining complete trust be forged. The business world isn't that easy. Once trust is lost, it is hard to gain back. Oh, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to tell Daddy to make you the next CEO no matter what. So let's start dating, with marriage as a premise. And all your dreams of becoming a CEO will come true. If you don't marry me, I will have my dad fire you. Your dad isn't someone who would fire someone over personal reasons. What? Are you that certain he wouldn't fire you? I, for one, know that your father has an extreme soft spot for his one and only daughter, but he upholds a strong commitment to his professional duties, ensuring that personal matters do not compromise his judgment in the decision-making process. Even if you ask your father for such a favor, I am certain he will not let your way go this time. What? How can you be so certain about that? Anyway, you and I are getting married no matter what. I am going to speak to my dad and tell him about our marriage plan, so you better get on board with it right now. And you better break up with your girlfriend by the end of today, or else. Hey, Jason! Pick up my calls! It's urgent! I just told my dad about our marriage plans and he just laughed in my face and said that you were already engaged! What is this nonsense? Why didn't you tell me you were engaged? I felt so embarrassed. So does that mean you didn't break up with that poor girlfriend of yours, but you proposed to her? I told you needed to break up with her a few days ago. Hi, Aaron. Can you ever start our conversation with a simple, hello, how are you? But anyway, to answer your question, I did not break up with my girlfriend. Why would I? And yes, we're engaged and getting married in 6 months. I can't believe you're cheating on me and being upfront with it. You're unbelievable. Why are you being so dramatic? I don't know how to get through that hard head of yours, but for one, I am not cheating on you because we aren't even together. We never were. Oh, good. So you're not cheating on me. I got scared for a moment. So you broke up with your girlfriend? Really? Let's get this straight. I am not cheating on you because we are not dating. You and I don't have any kind of relationship between us. We are not together. We never were and we never will be. What are you saying? You said we were going to get married. How could you do this to me? I never said once that you and I were going to get married. It was just you talking about us getting married and having a wedding. I never agreed to such a thing. I am going to marry my current girlfriend, who I am now engaged to. Oh my gosh. You're just plain old awful. You're so sleazy. How could you do this to me? You know how much I love you. I can't believe this. I'm going to tell my dad and have you fired right this instant. Let's see who will be happy at the end of all of this. Me with all my money or you, poor and married to your uneducated girlfriend. Let's see who will end up happy in the end. If you had just agreed to marry me, you would have lived an easy and rich life, being the CEO of my dad's company. Oh well, sucks for you now. It was nice knowing you. Hold up. Do you even know who the next CEO is? No, and I don't really care much who the next CEO is going to be. Why would it even matter to me who the next CEO is? I only know that you will be the next CEO after we get married. So it doesn't matter to me who the next CEO is going to be, since it'll just be temporary until you become the CEO. Hey, like I've explained to you many times in the past, it doesn't work like that. You don't want to go embarrassing your father by saying such nonsense. Well, anyway, since it seems like you don't know who the next CEO is, I'll tell you who it is. The next in line CEO is my girlfriend. What? Your poor and uneducated girlfriend is going to be the next CEO? Don't make me laugh. You're just pulling my strings. Now who's the one being ridiculous? Even if you don't have any interest in business, you should really care about what's going on with your father's business. At the very least, you should know who the next CEO is going to be. What? I don't have any interest in business, and sorry to say, no interest in my dad's either. As long as I am getting my monthly allowance and living in my penthouse, I am happy. When I'm happy, my daddy is happy. Now, come again. Who is appointed as the next CEO?
Like I've already explained, my girlfriend is the next CEO.
What? Your girlfriend? I don't understand why my father would choose your girlfriend to be the next CEO. You said she was poor and uneducated. I would even be a better CEO than her. Why would he choose her?
I never said that my girlfriend was poor nor uneducated. Anyway, the next CEO is Heather.
Who? Heather? Heather who? Like, Heather, my cousin?
Yes, that's right. Heather, your cousin.
What? Wait a second. My dad chose Heather as the next CEO? She is uneducated and poor. How could my father choose her as the next CEO over me? This is unbelievable. I don't believe what's going on.
Wow, you really don't know anything, do you?
What? What do you mean?
You know, Heather joined your father's company right after college. She worked hard to get into the company and worked her way up all these years, fair and square, without using any of your father's connections. You know she was always in the top 3 for sales and all of our clients love her. She's always been a hard worker and never stopped working hard. You know, she always came up with really great ideas for new products and they've always been a big hit. Your father has watched how much she has grown since her earlier days and how dedicated and loyal she has been to the company. That's why he chose her to be the next CEO. And I second his decision.
Wait, I am not following. So Heather was an employee of my dad's company for all these years?
Yes, that's right.
Heather, that poor and uneducated girl, who was an embarrassment to our family, is now going to be the CEO of my dad's company? This is so unreal.
While you keep mentioning that she is uneducated, do you even know the circumstances surrounding her situation? Her father passed away soon after she finished high school, leaving her as the eldest in her family. Given this responsibility and the financial needs that arose, getting a college education was simply out of the question for her. She had to prioritize supporting her family and making ends meet, leaving no room for even contemplating the possibility of attending college. You know, I really look up to her for sacrificing herself and her dreams to care for her family.
Whatever. I'm just in shock that you like women who are poor and uneducated.
You really need to stop calling your cousin poor and uneducated. She has much more life experience than you. You're someone who has used your father's money and always had it easy. I'm sure that you've never even had a job. Do you even know what it's like to have any responsibilities?
What? Maybe I never had a job, but that's because I never needed to work. My dad has always provided for me. So what if I never had a job? Anyway, you're probably just marrying my cousin because she's the next CEO, right?
No, actually. Heather and I have been dating for a while now. We started dating even before joining your father's company together. So yeah, I feel pretty lucky that my girlfriend is going to be the next CEO. But you know what? She worked hard and she totally deserves that title.
What? This is just ridiculous. I'll make sure all this doesn't happen. You and Heather getting married, Heather becoming CEO. I will make sure to make this all go away. I am calling my dad.
Calm down. There's no need for that now.
What? Why? I am going to call him right away. You don't believe me, right?
I believe you, but you really don't need to call your dad since he's been reading our text this whole time.
Wait, what? My dad has read our messages?
Yes, that's right. Apparently, he found it strange that you would all of a sudden announce your marriage with me, and he called Heather and I into his office. So, Heather, your father and I are all here together, right now, reading our conversation.
Wait, what? You guys were together this whole time?
Yes, that's right. I wanted your father's input in how to handle the situation since you were threatening me to get fired if I hadn't married you.
Wait, my dad just sent me a message.
Oh yeah, he did? What does his message say?
He wants me to work at one of his subsidiary companies in Ohio. In Ohio? There's nothing to do there. It's all cornfields. And he's saying he won't be giving me any allowance from now on. I need to make do with my own salary. This is just ridiculous. How can he just cut me off like this? You're with my dad now, right? You have to talk him out of this.
I believe your father has come to a realization that he may have been overly indulgent towards you in the past, and now he wants to try to fix the situation. And he isn't completely cutting you off. He's giving you a job and even covering your living expenses while you're in Ohio. Such support far exceeds what most individuals receive from their parents. You should be grateful to your father.
No way. Absolutely not. I am not moving to Ohio. And I don't want to work. Why would I even need to work? I am the daughter of a CEO. I should never have to work.
Just because you're the daughter of a CEO doesn't mean you don't need to work. I'm sure it'll be good for you to get some life experiences without your father's money and connections. I'm sure you'll learn a lot.
I don't need to learn or get any life experiences. I am happy with my life here and living off my dad's money. I don't want to ever have to work. Why is he doing this to me? You need to talk to him, Jason. Please, have him rethink his decision.
Anyway, your dad says I can stop answering your messages now and to leave you alone. I've never declined your father's advice, so I'm going to block you now. I won't get any of your messages and calls from now on. Enjoy your new start in Ohio. Maybe one day we will work together under Heather.
Wait, don't listen to my dad. I'm not going to accept any of this. I can't let you marry Heather. You're meant to marry me. We are meant to be together. And I will never work under Heather. This is my dad's company, and it will eventually belong to me.
So I heard Erin went to Ohio against her will. But I was surprised to hear that she actually went. I thought she'd come up with some plan to wiggle out of this situation. So, good for her. But of course, she went around saying that she's the daughter of the CEO, but then no one really cared. Apparently, her father went to the office beforehand and told all of them to not take it easy on her. Sounds like the employees are really living up to their promise. Now it's been a few months, and apparently, she has started to realize that she won't be getting out of this situation anytime soon and has started working hard. I think she may have accepted her fate that she has nowhere to go. Her father has been really strict on her and hasn't given her any allowance, as he said, and hasn't visited her once. I'm sure she will learn a lot being on her own and working. Maybe this experience will change her and she can come work in the headquarters. Now that would be funny.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to watch more videos. See you in the next one.